sure a lot of you guys have seen this on Instagram or on the news, but this is what New York looks like right now. All the smoke from the fires. It's so crazy. It's New Jersey on the other side and you can't even see across the water. Well, you guys can't see me. Oh. Welcome back to another vlog, guys. I'm excited to be filming today. I'm gonna take you guys through a little day in my life. It's just gonna be today because I have a lot happening this weekend. I'm just gonna be honest. Everything that you would have just seen was actually filmed yesterday because I was planning to start it yesterday and then continue it into today. But I actually started going to therapy. I think I've done 4 or 5 sessions so far. I don't think I'm gonna share much about it because it's just something that's for me. But I recently decided that I want to kind of work through the things that happened with my family in the last 1.5 years. And so I started that about 1.5 months ago and I am really enjoying it so far. It's been very helpful. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I actually had a session yesterday morning and I'm just realizing that I shouldn't vlog on the days where I have them because when you like talk about personal things, obviously sometimes emotions come up and then it's just written on my face all day afterwards. So I was like, I'm just gonna continue this vlog into tomorrow and then I'll give you guys all the updates. I think the last thing I filmed yesterday was the smoky sky from all the wildfires happening in Canada. It's definitely a lot better today. You see what the air quality index says. Yeah, so today it's 187 and yesterday it was 364 at its worst. It's been pretty crazy. I honestly have never seen anything like this. I was in LA like 2 years ago or something when they were dealing with the forest fires and it was definitely very smoky in the sky, but nothing like we had yesterday. It felt like an apocalypse. Anyway, that's what's been happening here. It was pretty bad for us yesterday and I haven't been outside actually. I've been trying to like minimize my time outside, but I am just thinking about, obviously it's happening in Canada and so I feel closer to the issue in general, but also just the idea that people are having to evacuate their homes. Like I think 30,000 people were displaced because of all this. Just the idea that you might not see your home ever again or have your belongings again is so devastating. Yeah, I'm like sending some love to the people who are closer to the situation because obviously it is very tragic. I also think that even though as an individual, issues like this can feel so overwhelming and it's hard to know where to even start or how you as one person can minimize the impact of a problem like this, but I do think like this should be a wake-up call for all of us where we realize what's happening to the world, because even though wildfire season is real and it does happen every year, this is clearly the worst it's ever been. And you know, unless we become aware of what we're doing to the planet and like how we're polluting the planet on a daily basis, the things are only going to get worse. And so this is not me trying to like scare people or be a Debbie Downer, even though I think, you know, talking about world issues is just being real. It's not being a Debbie Downer, but it is something to think about. I think even just becoming more aware of the issue itself, educating yourself on it, and then becoming aware of your own habits, your consumption habits, the brands that you're supporting who are actively, you know, making this a bigger problem, like those things make a big difference. And they also start to change the way you think about each purchase. A lot of you guys already know this. We live in an overconsumption society. People are buying shit that they don't need every single day. Obviously, it's a huge environmental problem. It's also a financial problem. And I think it's also becoming a mental problem because we are now contributing having things with our own value and our value in society. And I could go on about this for days, but at the end of the day, when things like this happen, we need to look at it from a bigger lens and ask ourselves how we, you know, can do our own part in making this better, or at least minimizing the problem. Again, this is coming from a loving place and a place of wanting to learn and grow together. I think it's super important that we talk about this more, and like instead of pushing each other to buy more stuff, we should push each other to make better decisions when it comes to our consumption levels, when it comes to how we treat the planet. And I know for myself that I was not raised to think this way, because I think this issue has gotten progressively worse throughout my like adult years. But we now have to think this way because of the world that we live in. And I also just feel like because I'm in the industry, because I, you know, share brands on here sometimes and share clothes on here, I also have to talk about the other side of the coin. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that because I feel like I've already talked your head off about this problem. But if you guys wanna talk about this more, if you guys have any tips or you wanna leave things that you're doing to kind of combat this, feel free to leave me a comment down below. If you wanna shoot me a DM, my DMs are always open. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to talk about this before we get into all the other, you know, everyday life stuff. Speaking of, I have some updates to share with you guys in terms of the move and apartment situation. I was kind of debating whether I post this vlog first before the apartment hunting video, but now that I'm sitting here filming, I feel like that doesn't really make sense. And so you guys, by the time this goes up, you would have already seen the apartment hunting video, seen all the units that I saw, and you'll know that we actually chose a place, we signed for it. This week I actually booked the movers, and so pretty much everything except for the actual move has been taken care of. The only thing that I need to still do over the next few weeks is just order boxes and order like the actual moving related things that I'm gonna need. And then we can slowly get started. We're kind of in this weird lull right now because we still have a few weeks until we move out. There's this urge to start packing, but there's no real reason to start yet because we still have so much time. So I'm kind of like, I'm sort of going through the things that I have, going through some clothes, seeing if there's anything that I still want to donate before we leave. And also just going through some of the kitchen storage because that's where I keep a lot of my like miscellaneous items and things. But yeah, I'm also just trying to enjoy the last few weeks in this place, and when it's time to pack, it's time to pack. As far as today goes, it is lunchtime. I need to actually make myself lunch now because we're going to a workout event. I'm going to SLT Tread, and it is a workout class for my friend's company called Undo the Booze. She is hosting this event. If you guys are not familiar with Undo the Booze, I will link the website down below, and you guys will also see more of the product later, but it's basically a supplement that you take after you've had a few drinks, and it is supposed to help your hangover the next day. So she's hosting this SLT event. We're gonna be doing a workout. It is, sorry, my hand's shaking. It's in partnership with a workout brand called Alala, and there's a few other brands that are gonna be there, and she invited me to come by. So I thought it would be fun to vlog it, take you guys for a workout. This is also a workout that I do pretty regularly, probably like once a month. So I figured it would be nice to show you guys that environment. And then after that, I'm probably gonna get some groceries and cook dinner. Avery's actually not working today. He's at a golf event, and so he's gonna be home for dinner. So I was thinking we could cook something together. Maybe Avery will make an appearance, I don't know. Okay, so I've already had breakfast today, even though it wasn't the breakfast that you guys would have seen because that was Friday. But I basically have the same or a similar breakfast every day, most days. I just had some rice cakes like these from Whole Foods with an avocado, and then I also had some scrambled eggs. So that was my breakfast. I'm gonna make a piece of toast, and then I'm gonna make like a loaded tuna salad because I don't really have anything else. I could make a smoothie, but because this class is half running, half Pilates, I kind of want to eat something solid so I don't feel it coming up when I'm running on the treadmill. So I think I'm gonna make a tuna salad and have a LaCroix while I make it. Can't remember if I've made this for you guys already, but I just use 1 can of no salt added solid white tuna in water. I mix it with mayo and ketchup. Don't judge. Everybody has their own way of making tuna salad. And then I usually just do pickles, but I think today I'm also gonna do olives because I have these garlic and jalapeno stuffed olives, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. So I think that's what I'm gonna make, and then I'm just gonna put it on a piece of sourdough bread.
Left knee under your left hip. For 2, then kick it back. For 2, yeah.
just came home from the workout. I made myself a little snack to hold me over until dinner. I had so much fun at the workout. SLT Tread is just one of my favorite workouts in the city, and to be able to do it in an environment like this and with my friends, Laura and Brittany were there, which was just a cherry on top, was a really fun little way to start the weekend. We also got this massive goodie bag, which they always kind of do at these events. So I'll take you through some of the things that are in there. I actually have no idea what's in there. Okay, honestly, this goodie bag is pretty nuts. So I'm just gonna quickly go through all the brands and products that are in there. First, we have some Pilates socks, which I can always use because I either forget them or I lose them. So we have that, and then this is, I tried to open this earlier, but it's a giant gua sha. I have actually never seen anything like this before, but it looks very cool. I wonder if it's, I mean, this has to be for the body, I'm assuming. So I need to figure out how I use that, but it's very cool. And then we just have a bunch of supplements. A Poppy is actually my favorite flavor. If you guys haven't tried Poppy, I highly recommend. It's amazing. These are like little margarita tea bags essentially, but I mean, they resemble tea bags, but they are actually for making your own cocktails at home, which is pretty cool. Some de-bloating pills from Fit with Cambry. She was also there today, so that was very cool. Obviously, I undo the booze. These are some snacks, little candies, popcorn, St. James iced tea. We have 2 LMS products, which I'm very excited about, the cleansing balm and their superfood moisturizer. Both of these are, I think, mushroom. So these are mushroom chocolates. It's for energy and focus. I'm pretty sure this has lion's mane in it. Yeah, lion's mane and a couple of other ingredients. This one is for sleep or relaxing. It's a mix of like CBD, THC, mushrooms, adaptogens. These are some like skin gummies with retinol and biotin. I don't know. I need to shut my mouth. I don't know if I buy all this. And then we have some wipes, and they also put some truff in the bag, which is so nice. I'm actually out of hot sauce, so this is greatly appreciated. I'm in such a declutter and get rid of shit mood right now. I actually did a big sweep of my closet earlier this week, and I ended up donating a bunch of items, like mostly things that I get gifted or things that aren't nice enough to sell. And I also had a couple things that I wanted to list on Poshmark, but I didn't have time that day, and so I actually just put up all those things online. I don't have that much that I'm selling. I maybe have like 8 or 9 things. I've had a couple of you guys ask me before, like if I sell my stuff or if I would ship out things to specific people if I didn't want them anymore. And the only time that I sell things is when I've actually purchased them myself. And so the reason why I don't have a lot of things to post on Poshmark all the time is because I honestly don't buy that much stuff. Like, I get a lot of clothes for free and gifted, which is amazing, but if I end up wanting to get rid of those things, then I can't sell them because I didn't pay for them, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. I did list a couple things today though. I am listing a couple of different things. I have a pair of jeans that I put up. I actually have a couple pair of jeans that I'm listing, including a pair of Goldies. These, I think this is my first pair that I ever bought. But yeah, I love these jeans. I just honestly don't find myself wearing them that much. And so I feel like someone else could get good use out of them. I'm obviously gonna list them for lower than what you would buy them for. And I personally think that jeans get better over time. I have a couple of different dresses that I'm listing that I maybe have worn once to an event and just never wore after that, which isn't great, but that's something of the past. It's not something that I'm doing anymore. I also have this jumpsuit that I bought. This is obviously not doing it justice, but I have this jumpsuit and I honestly have never worn it and it's beautiful. So I will have that link down below. It's actually always linked, but I don't really update it. don't know what's going on, but I think they're fixing up an apartment upstairs and there's so much noise. So I'm trying to like vlog this in between. But this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. I just whipped this up in honestly like 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It's so easy. I just made some pearled couscous, which if you want instructions on how to do that, I will leave them in the description box. You basically just boil 1 cup of pearled couscous in 4 cups of water for 10 minutes, and that's it. And then I just added some tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, what else do I have in there? Feta. I drizzled a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice, and then I topped it with an avocado, and it is super delicious and easy. I feel like I oftentimes cook with a lot of the same ingredients, but then I switch up like either the carb or the salad, and it just keeps things exciting. This is a nice little easy summer recipe, and it's also great for leftovers the next day. Had the best shower I've had in a very long time. I was honestly feeling like I was gonna fall asleep before I showered. I wasn't very gentle. I was laying down on the couch. I was reading my book, which I'll show you guys in a second. I started a new book like 2 days ago. My therapist actually recommended it to me. It's called Broken Open. Actually, I'll just insert a photo of it on the screen so you guys can see what the cover looks like. I'm only about 30 pages in, to be honest. I haven't really made that much time since I got it, but the book is about self-development and the journey of self-development after, you know, certain experiences in life, tough experiences in life, but it has like spiritual flavors and undertones. So if you're into that, then I definitely recommend you check it out. I am going to do a little, sorry for the noise. I'm gonna do a little face mask. Actually, Avery's mom gave me this one. This is like a pore deep cleaning charcoal mask. I probably should have done this before the shower, but I didn't really realize, oh my goodness, it's coming out. I didn't really realize until after I clean my face that I'm just having a little bit of like blackheads and things like that. I'm gonna look crazy for the next like 5 minutes. I usually don't do this mask everywhere just because I tend to be more dry like on my forehead and on my cheeks. So I'm kind of just doing it where I'm having spots. I'll see you guys when this is done. This is what happens when I start picking at my skin for no reason. Not good. Okay, so I know I talked about these products in one of my recent vlogs, the Heart of Glass collection from Daph-nuh, and I have been using them for the past few weeks. I've used them before, I just don't use them consistently. So like when I run out, I'll switch to something else. But I just did my full hair routine with these products in the shower, and honestly my hair hasn't felt this soft in a long time, and I think it's because of this instant bonding glow. So every time I shampoo, a lot of you guys can probably relate to this, but when I shampoo, my hair feels pretty dry, and then obviously I go in with my conditioner and then it feels normal. But I put this in after my shampoo and it immediately felt so soft and so nourished, and then when I went in with the conditioner after, my hair just felt like it, and honestly hasn't ever felt like that before. I think I just need to start incorporating those kind of products a little bit more than I normally would, because in my head, I always do these kinds of showers once a week, but then in reality, I do them probably every 3 weeks because I just forget, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to share that. If you guys are looking for, if you guys are looking for really good quality hair products, or you want to invest in some new hair products, I highly recommend this collection. Obviously, you don't need to purchase all the products from the line. You can just get the shampoo or just get the conditioner, or just get this if you want something for in between that's gonna enhance, you know, the texture and the feel and the shine of your hair. But I just wanted to share it because I really noticed it in the shower today, and I don't often have moments like that when I'm washing my hair. So yeah, I just thought it would be helpful. Probably shouldn't use this tonight because I just exfoliated my skin. So I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna use some of my new Comfort Zone products. I don't even think I showed you guys these either, but this is actually good because I didn't share this on YouTube because I was filming a vlog for TikTok. But a couple weeks ago, Comfort Zone invited me in for a facial. This was in Williamsburg. It was amazing. I, again, posted a little vlog about it on TikTok. And they ended up giving me the whole line of all the products that they used on me, called the Hydro Memory line. This is their Rich Cream, so this is the one that I've been using. They also have this light cream for during the day if you like something a little bit lighter. They give me this serum. What else do I have? An eye cream and a little mist. The reason why this is so funny is because Comfort Zone and Daphne are under the same umbrella. Like, Comfort Zone is owned by Daphne, so it's just funny. I'm using their skincare right now. I've only been using these products for a few weeks, so I can't really say too much, but everything feels really good. They are a little bit scented, but there's no ingredients in it that are like a red flag to me, if you know what I mean. So that's all good. Even though it's evening, I always have to brush up my brows. It's just one of those things. I'm gonna end off this vlog because I really want to clean the bathroom. It's a big night over here, you know, lots of exciting things happening. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna edit this vlog tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I had a lot of things set out for myself today. I was gonna film like a bunch of outfit TikToks, and it's just like not gonna happen. I don't know why I thought I would be able to do it today. I guess I could have if I didn't do all the Poshmark stuff, but it's fine. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.